Here we are for round 12 of the career mode, and it brings us to Belgium. So, coming into this, we had quite a poor showing last time out Hungary, coming 13th. We managed to come from 20th though, but today we're going to have a new engine, so that should help us on the straights. And also, I'm going to be trying traction control medium for the first time, so it should be a new experience, but of course, I've got to learn it someday. I mean, I'm struggling in AOL with traction on full, so I mean, medium definitely makes you much faster, so it's worth learning, but you can see we actually miss our braking at the beginning, and we miss a few more gates because we're just trying to get used to sort of the turning and the twitchiness of the car. You can see it's been quite a poor first lap. Of course, yeah, we didn't reach the green sponsors, but here we are now on the second lap. Purple first gate, which wasn't actually the case last time. But you can see we've got a low aero setup, but we're going to use the old engine for this session, and we're going to use the new engine for qualifying. So this way we can actually maximise more energy efficiency during the race, because we're going to have a brand new engine. You can see now on our second lap, we're getting hassled by Alonso, and we're going to do a green lap. And it's yeah, just a bit off the purple. We're going to do one final lap in this program, and hopefully that should be enough to secure a purple lap. As we go through, and it's purple so far, we get one green. Towards the end of the lap, we actually missed one of the gates, and that's probably going to cost us. We didn't miss any more, but at the end of the lap, we're going to miss out by 10 points on purple. So we're going to try to do the first program again, because I'm sure we can do a much better job. So here we are now, going to turn one, taking it perfectly, hitting the apex, and we've got a purple first corner. Here we are through the second corner now, purple still. Purple first sector is probably going to be as we end the first sector. Maximum speed, we brake, and we actually get the throttle input spot on, and we get two greens there, but so far it's looking a really good lap, much like our lap at Silverstone 2 rounds ago. So here we are now, managed to save the car because we nearly missed the gate there. Here we are now, a few green, but right now our laps definitely looks like it's going to be purple as we go through these gates now. More purple gates as we enter sector 3. Just a few more to go, and we're going to wrap up 50 resource points, so hopefully we can just keep it clean. We get 2 more greens, but it shouldn't really hinder us because you can see we've got purples across the board. Only 3 green gates as we enter the final corner, and that's purple as well. So what a lap, and that's quite a good way to finish off the track acclimatization. So here we are now on the qualifying pace test. So in Hungary we did actually do a good job, and yeah, I mean, we're not using the best engine, so you can see we're losing lots of time on the straight. So that's really going to hinder us, but we're going to try to do our best and just see where we get. See now, just trying to nail the corners. We're already 3/10 down, and it's not looking like we're going to get a good lap. Here we go now through sector 2, running a bit light, and yeah, right now it seems hopeless. We don't have a new engine until qualifying, so we're not really going to be on the pace. See now, we're just a bit too far down. We enter sector 3, we're going to try to do our best to reel it back, but we actually run a bit wide, so we lost even more time, and we're just going to advance to qualifying. It's 7/10, you can't pull that back in 2 corners, unless you're, well,
an interesting practice session there. Let's find ourselves in the top 3, who are Vettel, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
So you can see that.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goal for this weekend.
So the team expects us to get 9th, and we should be able to do that with our new engine, hopefully, but of course the long straight will suit the sort of lower downforce cars like the Force India and the Williams. Of course, we have upgraded our engine quite a lot since the beginning of the season. That's been our main development aim, but still our engine lacks power compared to our rivals. So here we are now, we've got a completely new engine, and we're going to go straight into qualifying. So coming into this race, we'll see the first lap of qualifying, we overcook it, and we're going to return to garage there because we sort of spoiled our lap. Here we are now on our second banker lap, but we haven't actually got a lap on the board. We haven't actually had a lap on the board until then, but this is our main lap now. Just see if we can get into the points, well, not points, into Q2. Yeah, quite a bit up in sector 1, so this is quite a good lap so far. So we enter sector 2, just trying to nail the corners. So there we are, the engineer giving us motivational speak, saying our teammates better than us. Something you really want to hear when you're in the middle of a lap, but anyway, we're going to persevere, see if we can get into Q2. So yeah, just trying to close in on the cars ahead. Yeah, engineer also telling us we have 2 laps of fuel left, but we shouldn't really need that much. We actually clip a curve That's going to lose us a couple of tenths, and that might be crucial, because down this long straight, we're going to lose time, hand over fist of time. You can see we're battling Stroll for Q2s, and Stroll's in a Williams, so we're going to really need all the speed we can get. If we cross the line, it's 14th, and we're just ahead of Alonso, so it actually drops to 15th. You can see our teammate Hulkenberg is just ahead of us. We actually get a bad run onto the next lap. This is going to be our final chance to actually cement ourselves in the Q2. Of course, we've got Alonso, who's actually right on our heels. Here we go now, going through these corners, and we're actually over a second down, and we crash into the wall. So we're going to have to retire. Will it be enough? After an agonising rate, we're going to have to look to the bottom, and it's 16th. We get beaten by Alonso. So once again, Alonso gets into Q2. So we're kind of definitely performing a bit better, but we missed out by a couple of attempts. And we would have out-qualified our teammate if we hadn't lost it on the curb in our best lap, because we lost about 4 tenths then.
Just wanted to let you know what the team hoping for in the race.
Yeah, the team won 12th in the race. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Of course, we've got a new engine, and it's a really slipstream fence around this track. So
Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Kimi Räikkönen, and Ricciardo, Ocon, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, and Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Perez, Massa, and Renault, Lance Stroll, and Stoffel, Van Dorn, Ericsson, and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid.
she said that Perez had an engine penalty, probably a 5th race grid penalty, and Hamilton dominant on pole by about 5 tenths, so he's going to be a force during the race to contest with if he can keep that pace on. Well, we're going to do a one stop, but we weren't going to do ultra soft onto softs, but we're going to actually try and do super soft onto softs because it's slightly quicker, because the ultra soft is going really fast around this track. Lights out and away we go from 16th on the grid. We're going to get Massa. You can see medium traction control gives us a good start, but we're actually forced to the outside and we haven't actually gained any positions. Meanwhile, Massa's going to get Kvyat. We're going to try to go around the outside of Kvyat, but we're not quite close enough. We're going to slipstream him on the straight. We're going to get Kvyat. We're going to try to get Massa. Perez is going to get a few cars as well. We're going to go up the inside of Perez, but Perez manages, and so does Sainz. But meanwhile, Perez is going to go up the inside of Sainz. They're side by side going into the corner. Perez is going to leave out to drive. We're going to use this opportunity to nip up the inside of Sainz. A very opportunistic move there, but we're up into 13th. So we nearly already got our team's goals. We can see Perez disappeared up the road and he overtook Alonso. So Alonso, after qualifying inside the top 10, is now being overtaken. And you can see there the McLaren pace, not good at all. So we should be able to overtake him on the straight. We are now turning into lap 2. And you can see now, look at the deficit. We overtake him even before Eau Rouge. We actually able to cut in front of him. So that was about 100 metres straight and we still managed to overtake him. So abysmal straight line speed from the Honda crew. And poor Alonso, he's a hell of a driver, but he can't really do much if his engine's bad. Meanwhile, Perez is just zoomed past both Haas drivers, so he's ripping his way through the field. And he got 2 drivers in one, so that was very impressive. Meanwhile, we're going to try to do a similar feat. We're going to get Grosjean up the inside, Magnussen, sorry, up the inside, out traction him, and now we're going to get the slipstream off of Grosjean. And that will be up into points position if we can get it, and yep, it is. You can see up ahead, Hulkenberg has just been overtaken by Perez, who's still on his rampage. So we're just trying to follow Perez through the pack as he's coming up to, I think, to the Red Bull cars. So here we are now on Alonso. Oh, sorry, Hulkenberg. He's going to dive into the pits, and that's us in ninth place. So yeah, just trying to gain on Perez up ahead. He's actually caught behind his teammate and Ricciardo. Both of them are going to dive into the pits, and so we got Ocon up ahead, and Hamilton's also in the pits. So we're going to stay out for a bit more, so we can do the one stop again, overtaking Ocon just before he goes into the pits. So the Ferrari stayed out, and so did we. You can see though our tyres are actually degrading really fast due to the medium traction control, so the one stop's only just going to work. See now as we come out, we're going to be first place by quite a bit. But you can see Räikkönen is going to be hunting us down. It's going to be a really twitchy car right now. So we're going to pit on lap 9. We managed to stretch the tyres a bit more, but by now our tyres are dead. Hamilton's taking the fastest lap. We've got Bottas right behind us. We're going to go. So Räikkönen just behind us. We're going to go slightly right. He manages to get us up the inside, and that's him up into first. We're down to second, and it's sort of deja vu from Austria, but we're going to pit on lap 9. Of course, we weren't really battling for the position. Raising the rule, lucky not to lose our front wing there. Here we are now, pitting onto softs, which should be able to take us to the end. So good job we didn't do ultra soft on the softs, because it probably didn't last long enough, because we're not that good at preserving our tyres with medium traction control. Meanwhile, we're right with the back of Perez, and we'll be running the Van Dorn, sorry. We're going to get Perez by overtaking Van Dorn at the same time. That's us up into 9th. We've got Perez hustling and harrying us. They're trying to defend, but we are up into 9th. We've got Verstappen up ahead. Of course, we've got fresher tyres than him, so we're going to be able to hunt him down. Pivotal we get past him because he's on a one stop as well. So he's going to have pace towards the end because, of course, he's able to preserve our tyres better than him. So if we can overtake him now, we're going to go around the outside. An opportunistic route on the curb. We're going to try to force him wide. We're going to go up the inside, and that's us up into 8th. We're going to try to dispatch on the 2 Toro Rossos now. And we're technically battling for P5 right now because of course we've got the 2 Mercs and the 2 Ferraris up in front. But if we can get the best of the rest, that would be great. Of course, I don't know where Ricciardo is in all this, but hopefully we can get a good result out of it. Meanwhile, we're trying to battle with Kvyat. He's defending quite well, but again, we're right on the outside of him and we're up ahead of our championship rival. Yeah, we're going to chase down Sainz now. We've got the pace over Kvyat in the straight line. We've got a straight line speed setup, which is working quite well today. I've got to admit. Here we are on Sainz, gaining quite a lot on the straight up the inside. We're going to do side by side. We're going to try to go on it round the outside. He's managing to do it. He's smart because we bang wheels, and that's us up into 5th place, where we want to be. And Hamilton comes out just ahead of us. So we're not battling the Mercs and the Ferraris. They come out ahead of us after making their second pit stop. But yeah, it's just about trying to keep ahead of Verstappen as everyone else was pitting. So up ahead you can see the Mercs going side by side. So this is, I think, Hamilton round the outside of Bottas. We're going to go side by side, and Bottas actually manages to defend there. As you can see, we've still got Hamilton in front of us. But the Ferraris and all this haven't pitted yet, so I think they're pitting on to Ultra Softs. So it's going to be interesting to see where they come out. Because of course Raikkonen was a net leader. There we go now. Vettel is going to come out behind us, and Raikkonen is going to come out. I think he still hasn't pitted. So Vettel meanwhile is going to come out behind Verstappen. You can see he's going to dispatch him Verstappen really quickly around the outside, and he's right behind us now as we head on to lap 18. So we're going to try to defend from him, but he's going to get us in the same position as Raikkonen did. We're just going to let him through, not going to really battle him. We hit the wall now, and that's not going to help because Verstappen is closing in on us. By lap 20, he's right behind us. He's got fresher tyres on us. We're going to go wide, and that's him through. And just like that, we are out of the top 5. So we're going to see if we can try to hold him off now with our straight line speed. We're going to see if we can go up the inside. We're going to go really deep. He's going to go do the cutback. He's actually managing to get us around the outside. But again, we're going to have the straight line speed. Go up the inside, side by side through this corner. We're going to have the traction on us, but we're going to have the straight line speed to power through. We're on to lap 21 now, trying to defend again. The same corner, we're going to bottle it. There goes Verstappen around the outside. This time we're going to defend a bit more resiliently. That's us keeping our position as we're about to head on to lap 22. We're going to be put under pressure from Verstappen. We're about to enter the last lap. Can we hold on from him? That is the question. We're going to go defensive on both of these corners, just make sure he doesn't get a good exit on us.
This is your final lap of the race. Okay, distance to teammate, 21.5 seconds.
So we go now on lap 22. We lose the back end. That's going to allow Verstappen pass. You can see Perez is right behind us, so he's done a comeback drive because he's been on a 2-stop. He's done a really good race so far. Here we go now, banging wheels for Verstappen around the outside. We're going to manage to get him back with the superior straight line speed. And that is us back up into 5th place. Meanwhile, Bottas has won the race, but are we going to hold on to 5th? That is the question. Only a few more corners to go, but we should have the straight line speed over Verstappen. But just to make sure, we're going to go defensive into the final 2 corners. Can this be a 5th place, which will be quite a good result for us, considering we started 16th? The one stop has paid off, and we are 5th place. What a result. So yeah, this is much better on the beginning of the season where we were actually struggling to get points. So you see Bottas wins there. Mercedes, quite a dominant drive.
It highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. And the credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without the tons of hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware.
So 1-2 for Mercedes there, so a really good result for them. Of course, Raikkonen getting 3rd. He probably could have won the race if he had the right strategy, but out-strategized by the Mercedes, and of course, here we are now. Yeah, I mean, the gap at the top is going to be reduced.
Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who is your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they made their way up the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So yeah, get driver of the day, 2nd race in a row, so that's quite good. And you can see that we are 9th in the standings now. We overtook Massa. Meanwhile, Scuderia, Ferrari keep their lead. Vettel's lead at the top comes down, and Mercedes overtake Red Bull. So yeah, just a couple of replays. This is at the beginning. I think this is Raikkonen, so he had a really good showing. So this is what he did. So there we go now. See Raikkonen right outside of Verstappen, upper Rouge. So that's how he gained 4th. Meanwhile, look at this is actually Ocon. Does on the inside of Ricciardo, so that's why Ricciardo had quite a bad showing because he was battling with these guys. But Ricciardo's going to try to hold it around the outside. Of course, there's not much grip out there, so there goes Ocon. Meanwhile, these are the two Ferraris. This is how Raikkonen got up into third. This was the Mercedes battling for position. I think Hamilton overtook. Bottas meanwhile, we get 124 resource points, and we're going to win our rivalry against Kvyat. So this is probably going to be it for the episode, and see you next time in Italy. So hopefully there we can actually have a good showing, if we can improve our engine. Anyway, see you next time.